question.
Got it. That's great.
Okay. So where do we start? I know we talked in Arizona and
Yeah.
so what made you want to go into real estate?
I've wanted to do real estate since I was little and I just never
Really?
did it. Yeah, I was like loving, I would draw floor plans when I was little. I would go walk home from school and go through the model homes on my way home from school. Like I just loved real estate.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah, so I wish I would have done it sooner because I'm like that was something definitely a passion that I had. But um I don't know why I never pursued it.
Yeah.
But then I got licensed when I was in Chicago, actually. And then the pandemic hit, and then United was furloughing, and we weren't sure for how long. And my lease was up, and I was like, I'm just going back to Arizona where it's home, and that's where I know more people. My uncle actually owns the brokerage that I work for. So,
Oh,
yeah. So it just felt comfortable, to come back here, and this is where I'm supposed to be, I think.
nice. Is that where you
Yeah.
met your husband?
I met him here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then for
So,
sure, like that wouldn't have happened. Isn't that crazy?
right. I know. I'm thankful for COVID every day. I'm like, COVID, you changed my life.
A lot of people made big changes during that time for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you told me that you built a successful like six-figure business doing the real estate. And so how did
Mhm.
you do that? Like where did you find your contacts for that?
My contacts, so some of them my broker pays for and puts them in a CRM. So he pays for the leads, they go in the CRM. And my first one was from a cold, I say it's a cold call. She was looking at houses, Google or whatever. We captured her information. I called her a couple times. The first time she was like, no, I'm not ready. And then I called her a few weeks later and she's like, yeah, I'm ready now to move. So that was my very first closing, actually, was from just a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's been the phone calls through that CRM that he's feeding. And then some of it's just from posting on social media. I've gotten clients that way,
Mm-hmm.
just by being present and showing the houses and the closings and all of that stuff. So
Right. Right.
yeah. And
Okay.
some of it's the networking, like I'm in some groups, and when they post like I'm looking to make a move or I want to buy, I just go in there and comment, or I comment and then I send them a direct message too.
Right. Right.
So,
And then
mhm.
your process is you show them houses and you host open houses when you want to sell a house.
I host open houses when I have a listing or someone else within our brokerage has listings, is when
Mhm.
I host the open house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so essentially it's like, I mean, that's what we're doing.
I know. I'm like, it's so similar.
You have to
Yeah.
show and sample the products and invite people to get started on their health and
Hmm.
fitness journey, right?
Right.
So, and it's the same thing with the business. Like you're showing the business to people and you're
Hmm.
looking for people who are looking. And then with the timing and everything, like you just said about your first person, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So it is the same thing. And real estate's saturated and health and
Hmm.
fitness is saturated, so, but it's at the same time, it's just networking. Like it's your
Yeah.
network of people and they're going to join you versus somebody else, like all of those things. Um,
Right.
so what have you done since like we talked in Arizona, joining this group? Like, have you revisited building your list? Do you have your hot leads?
I don't have hot leads done at this point, and I haven't done the list. Last week I was driving a lot, so I was able to get through all those phone calls. But when I'm driving, I can't do anything else. So my plan is to do that. And honestly, what I need to do is just block out where it's like half my day, a couple days a week is just Beachbody. And just tell my clients in real estate, I have appointments, and they don't need to know what my appointments are for. I just need to set that time, because
Yeah.
otherwise I can honestly, it would be very challenging to work it if I don't do it that way.
Yeah.
So that's my plan, is to set to time block for Beachbody or Body.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I'll focus on building those lists again.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
haven't done it yet.
Okay. Do you have people in mind that you would love to share this with? I know you're getting ready to do a party, right?
Yeah. Uma and I are going to do a party. We're still trying to pick the day, but we're going to do it on a Wednesday or Thursday night rather than on a weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. But it
Okay.
will be hopefully be in the next couple weeks.
Okay. And so who are you thinking to invite to that?
Something, I have no idea. I have a few people in mind, but not too many. Like, I was gonna invite my friend Monica, my friend Stephanie, and just other people that I've met, like my lender that I use all the time, a couple of my title people that I use all the time, and maybe some I'm even thinking maybe touching base with some old high school friends that I haven't even seen since I've been back here. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not, you know?
Mm-hmm. What does your network look like there?
Um, as far as, what do you mean by that?
I mean, do you have a network there of friends and
Yeah, I
acquaintances?
think
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, so you just need to start there.
Mhm,
Start with like everybody that you know that's local. I would start with that. And
mhm,
um, have you, I mean, so it's networks. Okay. So like you
mhm,
have your warm market local network. Then you might have your real estate network. And I realize
mhm.
probably can't cross promote on that. So I mean, I'm not sure how you would do that. Or if you just wouldn't do that. But is there, even if not the clients, is there like other real estate agents that maybe would be interested in the products? So like what type of
Right.
network just in the real estate market,
Mhm,
you have that network. And then you also have like, and I don't know if you've thought about this or tapped into this at all, but then you also have your husband's network, because
yeah.
he owns his own business.
Mhm,
He is meeting so many people, and I don't know if he does that full
yeah.
time or he has multiple things he does, or
Mhm,
where he's at with all of this.
right. So he has some regular clients, but I don't know. I haven't even thought about talking to any of his network of people. Not even didn't even cross my mind, honestly.
Yeah. What is
So,
what does he know about Beachbody? Does he know that you want to like build a
I've shared a little bit with him that I wanted to build it, just since now I'm doing the weekly calls and stuff, because I'm trying to be like, okay, I have this call right now. I'll be busy and I'm trying to build this. So I told him the what I would like to do with it. Like, I've shared with him, because ideally, like, I shared $1,000 a week, because that would cover most of our like household expenses. And that
mm-hmm,
would be great, because we want to be able to travel more.
mm-hmm,
Like, I'm thinking real estate is great, but it's also takes so much of my time. So if I could eventually have this become maybe more primary, I don't know where I'm at yet with that, but where I want to be able to travel a few months out of the year, you know?
mm-hmm.
So
So I think
so
it's just like,
4,000 is a good start, I feel like, but still not enough.
well, it's like maybe your first goal, but your big goal maybe is to like match what you're doing with the real estate business. And so with Beachbody, it's you're producing your own leads outside
Mhm.
of the customers too. So you have
Yeah.
like multiple buckets of networks, and that's what you want to think about. And you might have more
Mhm.
than that. But
Yeah.
let me um let me write this all down because I'm gonna forget. Okay, so you have like Warm Market here in
Mhm.
local in Arizona.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a Chicago network. You have the real estate, and
Mhm.
then you have possibly like your husband's network. And then
Yeah.
is there more? You know, you have your customers, you have your Beachbody customers that you currently have.
Right.
And some of
My current
those,
customers.
yeah, those too can be like cold call leads. Like those are leads, right? And so a lot of times I feel like we don't work those. Like when they're talking about how
Mhm.
they're hitting Success Club, just utilizing like the bod renewals, that's what I'm talking about. Like those are leads. Now it could be just renewals, but could also be just like inviting them to an event, a group,
Mhm.
you know, if they're local, a party, or inviting them to upgrade, like just starting to like get in front of those people again. Um,
Mhm.
so with your husband, it's really just a matter of selling him on just the fact you want to build the business and knowing what the opportunity is and having him
Right.
just buy into the support aspect. You know, I want
Mhm.
to build 1,000. I'd love to be making $1,000 a week in body. That would allow us to do this, you know.
Mhm.
Um, how can I support you? How can I help you? You know, that's great.
Yeah.
So, you know, if he's bought into that,
Mhm.
ultimately he, he's in the same type of a business. Like he's in a sales business where he's
Mhm.
networking and I'm sure producing leads and giving
Mhm.
people referrals to connect them to more people. So
Right.
that's a network in itself if he's
Mhm.
willing to, you know, give you leads, basically.
Right.
The words,
Yeah.
basically just talk about it or have your business card there, or he probably does that for
Mhm.
real estate for you, you
He
know?
does. He's a big
Okay,
supporter in anything that I do. He
okay,
definitely, I'm thankful for that. He's not like, oh, what are you doing? If
yeah,
anything, he encourages more.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would just be thinking how you could, how it would make sense to
Mhm.
get leads from through those people. Um,
Right.
And so, I mean, only you can know and figure that out because, you know, you
Right.
understand the process and whatnot. But sometimes it's
Yeah.
just telling people how they can support you. So that's something I've been like
Mhm.
saying a lot on these calls is a lot of times, you know, spouses, family members, you know, you're telling people I'm building the business, I'm really excited. And they are like, you know, oh, great job. Like, I support you. But like, really, what does that mean? You support me. Like, and I realize your
Mhm.
husband's totally different, but like family and friends, it's like,
Yeah.
well, what they could really do to support you is
Mhm.
like if you were running a restaurant, you grand open a restaurant, your family would hopefully either be like offering to work the hostess station or work in the back and clean the
Right.
kitchen, or they're going to literally bring friends to your restaurant, right?
Mhm.
Literally bring
Yeah.
friends to you. And so a lot of times it's just telling people, well, this is how you can support me, you know? And so
Mhm.
if it's asking them to host a virtual event for you or with your husband,
Mhm.
it's you can send me anyone that you know is looking to lose weight, you know, work out from home, or you know, earn extra income. Sometimes it's
Mhm.
just like telling people exactly what you want them to do. Whether they do it or not is up to them, but like sometimes you have
Right.
to like literally tell people, hey, if you can send people my way,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
and so they know
Yeah.
exactly
It's
what
just,
to expect from you. Does he use the
mhm.
products at all?
No, for a little bit he was drinking energized, but he stopped because he didn't want to take any pre-workouts. And I don't know if he's ever tried the Shakeology. I've tried to get him to taste the Recover, but he's so like he's looking, and maybe you would know this. He wants something to like bulk him up. And I'm like, I don't know what we have to bulk him up.
Wants to
You
gain
know, like
weight,
he takes like a muscle gainer
building.
type of protein. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely he could add protein to Shakeology.
Mm,
Yeah, he could add
okay.
protein to Shakeology, or the Recover shake is a protein shake.
Hmm.
Um,
And I
but
have both of those things. I have the Recover, the Hydrate, and Shakeology. So
yeah, so sometimes it was just like adding protein too, but we don't have like a one product that is muscle building. I think we used to with
right.
one workout program, like Body Beast. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
it really sold. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll have to go on there and look because I haven't even thought to look, but yeah. Or I just realized Amanda Huber was sharing she does her Shakeology with the protein, with the
yeah,
Recover. And I never even thought it's like what you're saying
yeah,
to do that.
yeah. And that could be a question to ask, um, or look around for that. But I'm sure somebody else has to be using it for gaining weight. But yeah, I'm not sure on that
Mhm.
one. Or
Yeah.
I could ask my husband too. I mean, I'd have to show him the products, and then he probably would figure it out because he used to bodybuild when he was younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does that give you some ideas?
Yeah,
Start
it does. I take some notes and then I can rewatch this too. And then
with.
I was thinking, because I know social media can be helpful with
Hmm.
building.
Hmm.
And I recently, so I have lipedema and it's like a fat disorder and it's so frustrating because like 13 years of working out, my legs look how they look. And it's like basically the only way to fix it, it seems, is plastic surgery, like liposuction. And I really don't want to do that, but it affects mobility long term and like it becomes like elephantitis and I hate I hate it so much. But I've joined some groups because it seems like what they push is keto. You need to do keto. But I've watched YouTube videos about like gut health is a big contributing factor. So I'm in those groups now, and I'm thinking of starting my own group in Facebook and doing a gut protocol lipedema group and sharing my story and success because I did gut protocol and this sounds horrible, but I did it for a month and I felt amazing and then I stopped. It's like
Yeah.
pitiful, but I need to start doing it again and be consistent with it because I know it's going to make me feel better,
Yeah.
you know? So that's one idea I have is now that I have that, I'm like, there's so many people that think keto is the only answer. And I want to show that I think it's not the only answer. And I think that could give
Yeah.
me a lot of clients because not everybody wants to do keto, you know?
Right. Hmm.
So I think a gut protocol is better for us than a keto diet.
So maybe you could do like a challenge specifically for that.
Yeah,
And
that's what
maybe
I'm thinking.
you have like a free group, maybe where you share your shared like different free resources and tips and stuff. But then
Mhm.
maybe you have some type of an event where you invite them to do that with you,
Yeah.
um, to do the challenge with you.
Hmm.
And then you could share more of your story, the products, and invite people to get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I,
something I'm thinking. Because I
mhm.
think there's a big, because they say like 10% of women have this and don't know it, I guess. So I think there's a big, you know,
Oh yeah. Anytime
opportunity
you
there that maybe people aren't touching.
totally, and anytime you can niche down, it's
Hmm.
going to be easier on social media, I feel like, to
Yeah.
target, like to run like a specific challenge or something like that.
Right.
So
Yeah. And I found out I had this, I went into Facebook to find support groups for it. So I joined a few. So I'm like, other people are doing the same exact thing. Why don't I make my own? You know?
yeah, okay. So a challenge for possibly, what's it called? Lipedema?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Um, all right, so I think that's a good idea. You could also, I think that, a couple things I'm thinking of is it's creating, like your your funnel of how you get in front of people.
Hmm.
So once you get that flow down, it I just feel like it's just so much easier. And although doing a challenge like that would be good, that'll help you bring in new people, help
Hmm.
you hit Success Club, and that would be great for that. But like to actually recruit business partners, it's
Right.
like you just need to set appointments on your calendar, just like I was
Hmm.
saying before, and meet up with people just like you would for an open house. So
Hmm.
you could either do like coffee dates, lunch dates, workout dates. Like I don't know your network. It's like it should be easy. It should be like natural.
Yeah.
And or you can host events. So for
Hmm.
example, you're going to do this shake party with Uma, who sounds like she's local to you then.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So for example, to do something like that, but to do it like once a month,
For
to do it
business.
all the time for both,
Yeah.
for
Okay.
products, for
Hmm.
products and business. You might be able to invite people straight to learn more about the business, but most likely I haven't talked to her yet, but she might not be able to. So I mean,
Yeah.
but if you're able to host an event where you're offering free samples, you can come taste, try the products, hear all that's new, hear what I'm doing,
Hmm.
love to share with you. Then people, when you actually present the options to get started, that's how you're actually introducing the business at a shake party, and you're sharing your story, right?
Yeah.
But that's why it's a power event, because it's so easy for people to upgrade to a partner right there, because they're like, oh, 25%. Oh, I can get mine free.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense. Not so easy when you're presenting a challenge pack. It's different.
Hmm.
Not
Hmm.
getting that discount. They are getting the discount, but they're not getting it that day.
Yeah.
And they're not getting it, like they would be getting it on like their recurring order. So it's just a little bit, it's not a smooth transition.
Hmm. Yeah.
But if you are able to have something like that, like some type of like open house, and you get the
Hmm.
first one done, and you get a rhythm going and you learn from it, and then you're able to, do one once a month, for example, and then you guys are both able to really promote it and invite to the next one. Because if you do a party like that and then people get
Hmm.
started, you can let them know I'm hosting another one. I'd love for you guys to come back, bring a friend. Another
Right.
thing is when you book a party like that and you host the party, and when they fill out their order form, on the order form, it'll ask them, are you interested in hosting your own event for me?
Hmm.
10 people in your kitchen, and you'll get some free products for doing so.
Yeah.
So if you could book a party off of a party,
Right.
that would be awesome. And
Hmm.
so if you can get in the rhythm of doing this, and every party up, you can rank up and hit
Right.
Success Club, and then you can help Uma rank up and hit Success Club in
Mhm.
every single party event.
Yeah.
And then you guys just get on a rhythm and you treat it like an open house. Like like you
Right.
would for one of your houses. So
Mhm.
promote, ask them to bring friends, tell your husband, hey, I'm doing this event. If you know anybody, send them, go to your
Yeah.
customers, go to your local network, post
Mhm.
it on your social, like do all the things.
Yeah, I
And
like it.
if you can get 10 people there, right, it's worth
Mhm.
it. How many you might have to invite 30 to 40 to get the 10. But if you can enroll for yourself and for her, like
Yeah.
that's a double win.
Mhm.
And then in between that, if you can be doing one-on-ones, if you can just be meeting up with people, like I said, coffee dates, lunch dates, workout dates, and building those relationships and setting the opportunity to either hand out a sample or follow up with them after you meet with them
Mhm.
on more information about what they asked you about. And you can kind of book your calendar like that. And then
Right.
let social media be like the avenue to invite
Mhm.
to those different things, as well as, to possibly run like online challenge groups for your customers, but to really like grow your team, I feel like you've got to do it face to face.
Mhm. Now those coffee dates, lunch dates, and workouts, do you just set them just as that with no goal of being like, I'm gonna talk?
Oh, you broke up for a minute, but I think you're asking me, say it again.
Yeah. So, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying like when I set these appointments, do I set it with telling them that's my intention is we're going to talk about beach body, or do I just set it with we're going to go be friends and have lunch and coffee?
Yes.
And if we talk about it, we talk about it.
Yes.
Like that? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So here's
I
the
like
thing
that.
though. Yeah, no, and that's a great question. So,
Mhm.
um, you have to be backing yourself up everywhere else. So you have to be talking about it on social media. If these
Mhm.
people are on your social media, like they know you sell real estate. They also need
Right.
to know you do fitness and
Mhm.
wellness and are building that business, right?
Yeah.
So make
Mhm.
sure you're regularly sharing on social stories enough to support you on those
Got it.
ones. And
Mhm.
then so that's one way. I also like recommend, is it on like your email signature? Well, I realize real estate is on your email signature, but my point is any fill in all the gaps for people so that it doesn't make it awkward for you. So then from
Right.
there, yeah, no, I just set up um coffee dates, lunch dates. So I would just, go through my list constantly. Okay, these are the next 10 people that I want to
Mhm.
connect with.
Mhm.
And I would just reach out to them as, hey, go like their Facebook posts, whatever. But if they're like good friends and stuff, um, hey, just wanted to connect. I, have some free time this week. It's been a while, been super busy, but I've been thinking about you. Do you want to catch
Mhm.
up? Do you want to do lunch this week? I'm free on, Wednesday or Friday. Um,
Right. Okay.
yes. So if they're already interested and that's different. But if
Right.
it's just literally like, I haven't talked to this person yet, I
Mhm.
think it's impactful to just go and then go with samples in your purse, as
Mhm.
well as brochures, and just go and be a friend first and
Mhm.
find out their wants, goals, and needs, and qualify them if you think this is someone that you want to be on your team. And so
Okay.
if they don't bring it up, I don't bring it up.
Mhm.
But if they start talking about energy, wellness,
Right.
anything that kind of fits into that category. But most of the time, what would happen is people would ask me. They would be
Mhm.
like, hey, so how's that new fitness business thing that you're doing? How's Beachbody,
Mhm.
or how's it going? Or, they would bring
Right.
it up most of the time. So then from
Mhm.
there, really all you're really ever sharing is your story, your product story, your results. And you want to
Mhm.
have like your story like on your phone. Do you have
Okay.
your original, like your before and after?
I have a couple before and afters on my phone. Yeah.
Okay. So you have that in a place where you can pull it out and show them, and you want to have your
Yeah.
product story packaged where you can just say, like in 2 lines, it's, oh my God, it's going great. I love it. I'm actually back to focusing on building a business again. It's helped me to
Mhm.
lose, whatever. You can show your picture.
Yeah.
Um, and you have to know how to entice people to want to learn more information. I feel
Mhm.
like that's just a skill set, and it's like not trying too hard. It's
Yeah.
learning how to read people and their body language. And if people are like genuinely interested in what you're saying, or if they're just making
Mhm.
conversation, you know,
Oh, right. Yeah.
I feel like they'll ask you a couple of questions.
Mhm.
And so if they do, like they're interested,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. And I think I need to post more. I haven't posted really anything about body in so long.
Hmm.
So it's just a matter because real estate now just people just ask me about it,
Hmm.
you know? So it's taking what I've done in real estate and applying it to body, I think.
Hmm.
Being excited, sharing every day, and getting my business cards because I can create my business cards and signature for my, body email and just keep those kind of separate,
Okay, yeah.
because I keep all my real
Appropriate.
estate stuff under one email and have a signature. So I
Hmm.
could just create the body one, you know, because I have an email for Fight for Her Nation was the name I was using,
Hmm.
but just applying everything, I think.
Using that, even like Fight for Her Nation is now looking for women who want to, and like starting to
Yeah.
post about that, and letting people say, what's Fight for Her Nation?
Okay.
Let them say that, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna message you.
Mm-hmm.
Fight for Her Nation is my team. It's my brand of what I've built under body. And I'm looking for
Mm-hmm.
women who want to make extra income in the health and wellness industry from home, or I'm looking for women
Mm-hmm.
who want to, lose weight from
Yeah.
home. Um, and that's what I mean by enticing people enough for them to go, it's creating that curiosity.
Right.
So when I'm with people, at a lunch or whatever, some great questions that you can ask is, if you could change one thing about your health and fitness, what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're asking you the questions, they're in control of the conversation. You know that, right? You've got
Right.
to flip it. Let them ask the
Mm-hmm.
questions, because then okay, they're interested. But now, as soon as you answer the question, you've got to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
You can also say, what do you know about body? Or what have you had experience with body? Have you used the products before?
Yeah.
And so you can tell them your story, share your
Mm-hmm.
picture, and I'd love to send you some more information. Can I send it to you tonight when I get home, on the shake, on
Mm-hmm.
the business, or what it is that I do as a partner? Can I send
Mm-hmm.
and so that's my conversation. I get them excited and enticed enough, and either I'm giving a sample out at the meeting,
Mm-hmm.
I have a sample of Shakeology. Do you want to try it? And I'll send you a recipe when I get home tonight. I'll tell you
Mhm.
exactly how to make it, you know,
Right.
either handing out a sample or I'm setting up that follow-up. So then when I
Mhm.
get home, hey, and let's say I'll give you both scenarios. If I did talk to them about the business or if I didn't talk to them about the business. So if I did talk to them, I'll get home that night. And this was like 10 o'clock at night, you know, after working in downtown. And I'd be like, hey, it
Mhm.
was so fun to, you know, get together today. And, you know, I really enjoyed seeing you, yada, yada, yada. Here's the info on the shake that we talked about. Here's the recipe. Here's how to make it. I can't wait to hear what you think. Check out this
Mhm.
video. It really explains the ingredients, or here's the workout program I'm doing that I got the great results with. Here's what I would recommend for what you told me you wanted to achieve, or here's a video on what I do as a partner with Body. Whatever it is, you're going to set up that email or a Facebook message, whatever. And then you're going to set the
Mhm.
follow up. So they're going to watch the video. And so as
Mhm.
you send them the link, you know, here's the information. Tell me what you like best about it. Right. And then set the follow up date. So I work tomorrow. I have crazy hours, but I have an opening at 5 or 5:30 tomorrow night. Can we jump on a quick 10-minute call to
Mhm.
answer any questions that you might have? So
Okay.
that's key. You're literally going from appointment to appointment with that.
Right.
So
Mhm.
you're telling them you're busy, like, and you are, but you're also
Yeah.
so then you're telling them like it's 10 minutes. So then they're knowing,
Mhm.
okay, well, it's only, you know, you're not gonna be on the phone with me for an hour.
Oh,
And
right.
but you're also telling them that you're making this body business a priority. Like you're, you know,
Mm.
like indirectly you're saying that. Is 5 or
Right.
5:30 best for a quick 10-minute call to answer your questions? And if you want to even say, and to get you started, like depending on the conversation you had with that person,
Right.
you know, where they're at, right?
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
assume they're going to have questions, you're inviting their questions, and then you're getting on a call to tell me what you like best about it. Great.
Mhm.
What questions do you have? Right. And then
Yeah.
here's my recommendation of what I would do to get started. And so that's the other
Mhm.
key when you get on that follow-up call. That's all you're doing. Tell me what you like
Mhm.
best about it, enhance that for them. What questions do you have that I can answer for you? Um, and then whatever those questions are, it's feel, felt, found, you know.
Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
love to do this shake, but I are, you know, whatever your objection is. Totally understand how you
Yeah.
feel. Okay, you know that. And then
Yep.
here's what I recommend. And so that's the other key piece. When you're making a recommendation, you're never coming across like sales because
Yeah.
you're personalizing their wants, goals, and needs, and you're using your experience inside of what you do to be able to make a recommendation. And so that way that
Mhm.
recommendation could be getting the packets over the bag, or it could be the flavor, it could be the workout program, it could be joining as a partner and getting the discount, like, but
Mhm.
giving people, making a recommendation, and here's what I would do, and kind of talk them through it. But let me go ahead,
Mhm.
I'll send you a shopping cart link. I'll send you some specials that we have where you can grab the discount code if you want to bundle the workout.
Yeah.
You know, so like I talk them through just enough for them to be like, oh, okay, but I'm gonna send you the information. Like I'm not gonna do a
Mhm.
sales presentation on that call. What I'm really doing is like creating the affirmative yes pattern, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Right.
Like over and over and over, where they're like, okay, okay, okay. And then send them the information. And then from there, you're going for the close, right?
Right. Yeah.
If you can do that, And the only way you get good at it is just by doing it, right?
Yeah,
If you can
definitely.
do
Yeah.
that, your calendar will be booked and you'll be like, coffee date, follow up on shake, lunch date,
Yeah.
follow up on partner. Like it'll be, but those are like power events. Like I like to call those power events because you can invite 50 people into a free group, but the process of taking people from a free group, even to just a paid challenge group, is
Mhm.
a very multi-step process. And even the end result is what? Success Club, which
Yeah.
is great. It's a
Mhm.
part of your business, but it's not the part of your business that's really going to move the needle.
Right.
You're running a restaurant and you
Mhm.
do need customers to eat at your restaurant, but even more than that, for your restaurant to be able to expand, you need people who want to build their own restaurants
Mhm.
with your
Right.
name, with your brand.
Like the franchising.
You need a franchise. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So
Mhm.
you're always doing
Mhm.
both. But if you can find that system of really how to share this with people and follow up, and then if there's absolutely like, this looks great, but it's not for me because of X, Y, and Z, are they
Mhm.
still someone that would either point you to more people? If you ever
Right.
know anyone, I'm happy to give you a referral for each person that you send me that joins my group. I'll send you
Mhm.
a $20 Amazon Target gift card. Or are they someone that would host an event for you? Do
Mhm.
they know people? Would they be interested in doing something like that? Customers might be interested in hosting an event,
Mhm.
or people who have large networks, but they have their hands full. They don't,
Mhm.
maybe they don't have time to do this, but they want to support you. They love the product, you know. Now, if I
Right.
meet with someone and it doesn't come up at all, and it does turn out to just be like just a coffee date, it's still helpful for a couple of reasons. One, you want to really get good at like, and I think you said you already do this with real estate, but do you know like people's social styles, personalities? Do you study
Oh,
that? You don't do that?
no. Nope.
Have you ever done that, like the gems?
I've done the gems, yeah.
But are
Yeah,
you
because I
able to
did a
like,
couple Danny Johnson
so
trainings.
remind me what yours is again? Are you an
Um,
Emerald?
yeah. I think it's
Okay,
more pearl emerald, but
so
yeah.
you're a Pearl Emerald,
Mhm.
which is surprising in a sales position. So maybe you are an Emerald Pearl. But are you able to identify other people's?
A lot of times I feel like I am. And Kristen was my old roommate, and Kristen would always identify people that way too.
Yeah,
Kristen Constantino.
yeah,
Yeah. So she would always be like, that's an emerald, that's ruby, that's sapphire.
yeah.
And so we talked about it a lot. But yeah,
So it's
yeah. I should brush up on it because I haven't done it in years.
yeah. So it's helpful if you're meeting with someone. For me, like that's number one. Like I want to kind of figure
Mhm.
out their social style and
Yeah.
do they have any wants or goals, right? Because we can't help people with our products if they don't have a need. So it's like
Mhm.
if you don't know someone's goals, fitness goals, how can you get them started on a program, right?
Mhm.
So in casual conversation, I'm looking for just opportunities that maybe our products would be a good fit for. Also, is this someone I want on my team?
Mhm.
Like sometimes it's not people you want on your team for whatever reason. Like they sit there and just like complain for 30 minutes and you're like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, why am I here right now? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's going to happen. Like this is a people business and it can be emotionally exhausting.
Mhm.
So at minimum, you identify that they're probably not someone that you want to work with. But if it is still someone that you're like, this is someone I would like to have either in my groups or as a partner, but it just didn't come up and it was going to feel awkward, then it's great to do that in the follow-up. So when you message them back, hey, just wanted to send you a quick message. I had a great time today at lunch. So good seeing you again. I don't know if you know this. This is what I always did all the time, and it works every time. I don't know if you actually know this, but I am also a partner with Body. And so right there, whatever you want to write. So I would say, I actually run online weight loss and wellness groups. If you're ever interested, or anyone who might be interested, hit me up, or where I'm at. And so I would just drop that seed and then walk away. It opens the door for them to go, okay, what is that? And it allows you then there's your third party tool. That's where you can insert your third party tool. If it's someone you want on your team, then I would say that, hey, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but I'm also building a business with Body. They're the largest, health and fitness company online. I'm looking for, women to join my team. If this is ever something that you're interested in, or anyone, I'd love to have you. I'd love to share more. So you just plant that seed and walk away. And if they don't respond, then they're not interested, or it's not the right time for them. But now they at least know. And when they see future posts, those are people that a lot of times would come back around to me later on and be like, okay, I want to join your group now.
Right. Yeah.
I want to learn more about your business and what you're doing. So that would work for me a lot. And you're probably going to only go meet up with people that are positive and people you want to work with anyways. So I really don't think you'll deal with a lot of drama. I just know though that people, especially with women, the biggest thing is they just want to be heard. So a lot of times we're worried, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? When ultimately just let people talk. They want to be heard and valued and listened to and understood. And so if you just do that and not have a hidden agenda, right? They're going to want to be around you. Be your positive, happy, fun self, and they will want to just be around you. What are you doing? I need your energy,
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. I think it's all just be conversations and building friendships. Yeah. And not being afraid to bring it up or talk, like you said, drop those little lines. And by sharing, people just naturally, because people just naturally ask me about real estate. So if I share more, they're going to naturally ask me about body and fitness and nutrition and,
Yeah. And I think you also, depending on your client and who you're talking to too, but it's also I don't know if you know this, but I also do health and fitness. You know this, but playing dumb always works because most of the time, they know, right? But you always just be well, and actually, I don't know if you actually know this, but it does work. And it's in a way where I feel like it's not in your face or weird or whatever. But then I would absolutely also have meetings with hot prospects who were interested in learning about how to join Body and how much do you make and how does it work. And for those meetings, I would bring a sample, bring any trifold brochures I had on Shakeology or products or whatever. And then I would bring just the income earnings statement. The one
Okay.
that I attached to the body PDF, like you could just use the body PDF I created, but that's
Mhm.
all I used to use. And I would just show them and I would share my story and give them a sample and show them like,
Mhm.
here's the potential.
Right.
I know what I was going to say. And the other big thing, like when you're building your business and you're showing this to people, is leveraging my story. So like
Mhm.
leveraging the success in front of you. So my business partner has actually hit the million club with Beachbody. And I'm
Mhm.
working with her to build my business. I've built a really successful real estate build business and now applying that to my health and fitness business because I would love to travel more. My husband and I would love to travel more.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this. And the products are amazing. And so like that's all people need to hear. They're like, oh, she's
Yeah.
doing this because she wants to travel 3 times a year and this is gonna let her do that. And she, like that's what people think, like
Right.
I'm gonna do that. So you have to speak
Mhm.
their language. And so it's
Mhm.
not always about the amount of income you've earned or where you're at, but it's just sharing why you're doing this, where you're going, and that there is success in front of you. There's potential and there's
Yeah.
success in front of you. So I always leveraged Christine when I was building my business and I was inviting people. I wasn't even diamond yet. And I was like flipping over the cards, like Craig said, you're flipping over a deck of cards and there's two aces in every deck of cards. Like how many people are
Mhm.
you going to show a house? How many houses to get
Yeah.
to the one where they're going to buy it? It's the same thing.
Right.
And
Mhm.
so I didn't have that success. So I was leveraging her and I was just saying, my coach is making $1,000 a week right now. Like, this is
Mhm.
crazy. This is like, so we should do this. So
Right.
leveraging that success as well. So that's what I would do. And then
Mhm.
I can, as you start to do those, and you can kind of come back with me and share with me, okay, I met up with this person, whatever. We can kind of talk through it and help you refine a system. If you
Right.
have a large enough network, and then you start to get referrals, and then look for other opportunities to just share, sample, get it out there, uh,
Mhm.
whatever that is. Asking customers to host virtual events for you, vendor booths,
Mhm.
asking customers like, are they, you have anyone that's getting married and they want to host a bridal boot camp?
Mhm.
If you have a customer that loves the products, they're getting married, you know what I mean? Or someone who just had a baby. Do you want to I host bridal boot camps. Do you want to get your
Mhm.
bridal party together and we could do a bridal boot camp for the next 30 days or 60 days, like a countdown
Right.
to the wedding? Like there's so much really we can do. We just kind of have to like open our eyes to more opportunities and getting in
Mhm.
front of more people.
Yeah.
But I think just like with what you've already done with real estate, you are comfortable talking to people and networking. And so that's why I
Mhm.
really just recommend like getting some things on your calendar,
Right.
book a couple, see how they go. Don't blitz it out. Just do like 3, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Let's measure it. At the same time, plan your party, talk to your
Mhm.
husband, like start to get multiple buckets going. That's what I was kind of saying last night. Like if you run this shake
Yeah.
party and you get, I don't know, 4 people signed up, great. And then you do a couple one-on-ones and you get, 1 or 2 people signed up from that.
Mhm.
And then, you know what I mean? You do those and then you'll also start to realize, okay, this really worked. I need to just do more of this.
Keep doing it. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Enhance your strengths, right?
Mhm. Right. I like the getting your calendar full because, yeah,
Say it again.
that's how I like the getting your calendar full and planning the events. At one time I would have been like, events, I have to plan those. And now I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy. It will be fun, you know? And I
It's
think building on it, because the first one it might have lower attendance, but if you are consistent and people see it, then I think that attracts more people.
yes. Invite people to bring a friend.
Yeah.
Like do a door prize if you bring a friend, something like that.
Mhm.
Like, um, yeah.
Yeah,
So when you book that party, let me know, and
I
then
will.
we should get on a call to just prep for that party. At
Okay.
least a week out, make sure you have samples and you have a
Mhm.
couple of different products to sample that bars, energize, recover, like some different things in addition to Shakeology.
Right.
And then for Uma, we need to set her getting started right call.
Mhm. I talked to her about that last week. She was going to try to get through the 14-day calls. I think she's going to have more free time maybe starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Because she just kind of is doing a big brother, big sister program. And they went away for like a little camp for the last like 4 days, I believe. So she said, and then it's her daughter's birthday today or tomorrow, but then she said she'll
Okay.
have more time. So
Okay. And
I'll check in with her tomorrow and see how it's going.
how has she been doing in this group? Has it been like too much too fast for her?
I think it probably was too much too fast a little bit, but like she was Ruby before when she was and she's learning stuff in our group that I don't think her previous coach was teaching. So she's enjoying that. But I think it was just a hard time because it was such like short notice, like because it was Friday or Saturday and it started Monday, where she's like, I wasn't quite ready for all of this. And she told me, she's like, the next like 4 weeks will probably be challenging for me. And then her kids go to India. So she's like, that second month is going to be more time for me because my kids will be gone.
Oh,
So
okay. She'll have
yeah,
more free time.
but she wanted to start it because she knows she's going to learn a lot, and she likes she likes body and like the results she's gotten in the past. It's just getting back on the
Okay,
routine of.
that's fine. Whenever she wants to do her getting started right call. However, I it would be better to do it before the shake party so we can build her
Yeah.
list and she can invite
Okay.
that list to the party. If
Okay.
she absolutely can't, then
Mhm.
we I mean, then we have to get her on the prep call, at least for part of the call, and
Okay.
just build out her list and show her how to invite people to the party because
Mhm.
she should 1000% be one of your emeralds. And I know we didn't even get to this on today's call.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
okay.
but she should be one of your emeralds on your left. And then
Mhm.
do you think Jesse or Kathy is a potential at all to be an emerald?
I I do. Jessie joined during the pandemic and she was interested, but that's when I was out here working real estate and I didn't help at all. And now I don't know. I think if I touch base with her, she would. And Kathy
And so she's in
potentially, I think.
Chicago.
No, do you know what? Jessie is in London.
Oh, wow.
And that's why some of these things are hard for her because of the time difference. She's like, I'm gonna have to be up at 2 a.m. to do something like that. So, but I think it's great she's in London because how many coaches do we have in London?
Right, right. I don't think I've done
Yeah.
a one-on-one call with a coach in London. Is she doing
Mhm.
anything? Like, is she sharing the products at all?
She was, but I don't know if she is any longer because, like, my Facebook group, added a couple people, but I'm not sure. She hasn't done that in a while.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with her, I would try to get her on the 14-day videos
Okay.
and kind of feel her out that way. So if she does them, tell her
Mhm.
they're brand new, great information in its duplication. So
Mhm.
you can go through these videos, you'll get a certificate. And then as you bring new partners in, they'll go through these videos. So see if you can get her to
Mhm.
do them. And then like, kind of, that's how sometimes I fill people out. If she does
Yeah.
comments on them, has goals, has a list, has the people, then
Mm,
we want to definitely get on a call with her,
okay.
like kind of like a getting started right call, but not, she's not brand new, but we would
Right.
run it like that. And we would
Okay.
basically like help her relaunch.
Mhm.
And then what about Kathy?
Should I do, Kathy, should I do the same thing then? I mean, she's been a coach now for years. I don't even know how long it's been. Probably 4 or 5 years. And in the beginning, that was a long time ago. She too kind of wanted something because she is getting kind of closer to retirement age, I think, and she would like to have a little extra coming in, but I haven't chatted with her. Like I've messaged her a couple times lately. Right now, I think she's in Italy, so she hasn't messaged me back. So,
I would do the same thing. Yeah, invite her to do the,
okay.
the 14-day videos. They're, it's new training. And same thing. If she goes through them, comments, tags you, does all the things, then we would want to set up a 3-way call afterwards
Mhm.
and basically help her, like a strategy call, and help
Yeah.
her get her business off the ground. And
Okay.
so that's what we would do. And so then from there, it would be, possibly, having an event for her,
Mhm.
virtually or however we needed to do it. But
Right.
getting, yeah, that's what I would do is I would have them go through those videos, and then hopefully we can get Uma to Emerald at this party. If she
Right.
brings the people, she needs to bring her own
Mhm.
10. Like you need
Yeah.
10, she needs to bring 10. And hopefully we
Mhm.
get her Emerald at that party.
Yeah.
And then you just need to sponsor 2 and 2, 2 on the left leg, 2 on the right leg, so
Mhm.
4 total.
Mhm.
And we need to
Yeah.
find out who we can help go Emerald on the right.
Mhm. Yeah. And I think actually my left I might need three because I have someone there, but she's inactive a
Inactive.
lot of times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I need five total.
Yeah. If she's not going
Yeah.
to, do you invite her to get back like in a group and get back on the products, like to do the test group?
I invited her, I messaged her the other day, so I'm gonna check in with her again and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I created the test group. You could invite inactives to like get
Mhm.
back on the products and then get on Shakeology. And at minimum, if she orders something, right, she'll go active.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll reach out. I'm gonna reach out to all of them again and,
Okay. So I want you to
go
make
from,
a list, especially like
yep,
your next list of 10, and then
okay.
your party date, your party
Mhm.
invites, your invitation
Okay.
list for your party. And then I want you,
Mhm.
then we need to set up a prep date, a party prep date, because you need to help Uma start like planting the seeds for her to invite everybody that she knows locally, her family,
Right, yeah.
her friends, her neighbors, the mom friends, like everybody she knows to just come and taste and try her,
Mhm.
shake. And so if you
Yeah,
can do that, then this can be, pretty powerful. So I think
yeah, I think so.
start with that. Those
Okay.
are all like really big things. And then start getting your calendar organized and start,
Mhm.
reaching out to people and just start booking some lunch dates, coffee dates,
Yeah.
whatever. And
Yep,
then
I will.
consider doing like your shake event or whatever you want to call it, but like consider doing that on a regular basis, like monthly,
Mhm.
where Uma
Mhm.
knows. How close is she to you?
Like 25 minutes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you do it the first Thursday night of every month,
Right.
right? Something.
Mhm.
And then she knows especially when they're new and they're hungry and they want to build, they can invite people.
Mm-hmm.
That's not hard, especially inviting them to a live Thursday, 6 o'clock, to come try the samples. They can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can be strong enough to close, and that's really
Yeah.
just inviting people to get started. Here's option A, here's option B. If you get
Mhm.
started, here's, a raffle. And if you can build that success for her every month,
Mhm.
she'll bring you people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want. That's all you want, right?
Yeah.
You want to make it
Yeah.
easy for her to funnel those people in.
Yeah. Perfect. This was helpful. It
Okay.
was good. I feel
Okay.
more organized and I know I need to post more on social media.
You do, but I mean, it's like you don't post every day, but like you do need to just start posting your before and after, start doing that on a regular basis, and health
Mhm.
and fitness, and that you're building your business, don't get hung
Yeah.
up in like I have to do it every single day, but yeah, start to
Right.
do it a couple times a week.
I always feel bad sharing an old before and after picture. Like that's not how I look right now. How do I get over that? Or what do I do or say or you know?
I mean, let me see it. Does it really
Oh,
not look like you? Like mine all have different hair colors.
oh. I think because I know I'm heavier right now, so I know and I'm self-conscious about it. But let's see.
So what are you talking about though? Like, are we talking about like how much weight difference?
Oh, it's hard to
Oh yeah, I have that one.
you have that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was Shift Shop. And I know I have 21 Day Fix somewhere in here. So, but they're old. Like Shift Shop was what, 6 years ago, probably.
It
I have
doesn't
no idea.
matter. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
what's the weight difference right now? Like 20 pounds? Like what?
Yeah, probably 20 pounds.
Yeah. So I mean, there's two ways to look at it. Like Beachbody's going to tell you, build a new story. You got to use the products today. You got to show people that you're
Yeah.
today. And it's like, if you, I feel like you need to do that, yes, but you need to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't need to do it to build your business. You don't.
Okay.
You need like sometimes I don't even use Beachbody workouts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm teaching classes or whatever.
Right.
So, like mentally, emotionally, self-care, you have goals right now that you're hitting? Yes,
I
of
do have,
course.
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody does. But you don't
Mm-hmm.
need that to build your business. And so it's
Okay.
like if you're not physically comfortable showing those pictures because it's like not in a place of where you're at right now and you're meeting up with people,
Mm-hmm.
well, then you need to figure that piece out.
Right.
Um,
That's what I'm like. Okay.
I mean, but where were you in your starting to where you're at now?
Yeah, big difference. Like I'm
Yeah.
like,
So you need to create a new before and after photo, right? Is that what
okay.
you're saying?
Yeah, like go pull up my old pictures and use just a current picture. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying? Yeah, because there is a difference, like, a size 10 versus a size 18.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So like, real quick, I'm sure I know we both gotta go, but this is a point because I've said this now on a couple of calls, but like you've seen this. And so
Yeah.
this is from 2010 and I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably 130 pounds here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my lightest. I'm 100 and probably 144 right now, give or take a
Okay.
few pounds going up and down.
Yeah.
But this is the story I share, right?
Okay.
This is the
Yeah.
story. This is the first program I used. I lost my first 10 pounds. This was the first program. And then this was the other story I feel like is relatable, where I've lost the most amount of weight before, after becoming a mom twice, lost that baby weight.
Right.
But this is the one that every shake party I showed, and I still do. When I went to Gabby's party, this is the story I share. Like I still share, because what I share is this is the first program I did. The first body program I did, drinking 1 chocolate shake a day, I lost 10 pounds in my first 90 days. And here's why that was huge for me. That's the story I'm sharing. I'm not sharing like that I'm going through Lyme and SIBO. Like I'm not sharing now because I'm in a different stage of my life. You're packaging and you're marketing a story. However, you don't feel like that this person is matching up. Like I do feel like this was a totally, obviously a different person. I wasn't a mom here. But this is my relatable story. I feel that every woman that wants to lose the last 10 pounds, this is her.
Right.
This is the mom that had to lose 50 pounds. So, and then, here's Mariella's. Here's her picture from my wedding. This is before beach.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That's kind of what you're talking about. Like, that really, that really starting. And then this was like her lowest. And her story is when she first started, she just used Shakeology and lost 65 pounds with just Shakeology. Oh my gosh. And so this is the story we share at shake parties, because we want people to know, like, you can just drink the shake and lose the weight. And she has many stories in between, that, like, we all have a 21-day fix story, and we have a PIO story, and a turbo fire story, but
I just need to not get caught up, and I don't look like that picture anymore. Okay.
It's up to you what you feel comfortable with. But the bottom line is, like, you're just showing that they've worked for you.
They've worked. Yeah.
And that's it. People know that these programs work. We've built a testimonial business, there's thousands of before and after photos you can show, and you can do that as well. You don't have to just show yours. You can show mine. You can show Mariella's. You can show the ones on your website,
Right. Yeah.
But we don't want, for example, Uma to feel like she has to create this before and after before she invites people to your shake party. We want to use your pictures, my pictures, whomever's pictures, and we want her to just be able to use the product for 7 days and be able to say to people, I don't know, I just started, but in 7 days, here's how I feel. That's all. We need to stop. Like, seriously, it holds us back. It holds us back to think we have to be in the best shape of our life right now at every single day, 365 days a year. It's impossible, right? And in fact, when I built my business, when, I always share that story, I went up from unemployment and I had like that 90-day run. I wasn't even working out. I didn't have time to work.
I didn't know that.
All I had time to do was like go to lunches, get on the phone, host this event. Like I was still teaching classes. So I was working out, but I wasn't following a system. I didn't even have my transformation story when I built my business. I didn't need it. People know the products work. What I felt like I needed the transformation for was the shake. People know P90X works. Yeah. But they don't know anything about this shake or this bar or the health shot. Like that's the stuff where, I felt like I needed to build a testimonial on it, but get educated on how do I market this to people? How do I get people started on this? So, I think it's a personal decision, but I think you look fabulous. Your wedding pictures are incredible. I don't think people are going to go, we are.
It's us getting in our own head, because I'm like, I know I'm not where I want to be or should be. So, yeah.
but you're building your business is not about that. It'll take over your business. It'll paralyze you from inviting, right? Like
Mhm.
this is the last thing I'll say, but like, I'm just going to use Uma as an example because she's already on your team, but it's like
Mhm.
to help Uma, right? We need to know what her goals are and we can help her build her business. You can't do
Mhm.
that if you're paralyzing yourself thinking you have to be in the best shape of your life to help her. You don't.
Right.
You know how
Mhm.
to help her. We build a list, we find out her goals, we
Mhm.
connect her to the products and the programs, we show them that they work, and we help her
Mhm.
succeed. And you're still on your self-care journey. I mean,
Right.
we always are,
Mhm.
but we can't let
Let
that,
that stop us. Yeah, and get in the way. Yeah, I understand.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And I'm glad this was recorded so I can go back because I took like 3 or 4 pages of notes, but I know I'll
Okay,
need to
good.
read hear
Okay.
things. So
I'll send you the recording and then work on those things and then check in with me and let me know how they're
yeah,
going.
I
Okay.
will.
All
Thank you,
right.
Christine.
Okay.
Okay,
Talk
have
to
a
you
good
soon.
day. Okay,
Bye.
bye.